So, Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances and all glory to Srila Prabhupada and all Vaishnava devotees. Firstly, the disciples of Spanish Yatra and from all around the world wish to extend our warm welcome to you and express our gratitude for joining us and giving us your precious and valuable time and guiding us on our path to Lord Krishna. We are indeed extremely fortunate. Today is a very special day for all of us. It's a day of your Vyasa Puja that we are celebrating. Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport to Bhagavad Gita 18.75 that hearing from a bona fide spiritual master is like hearing from Krishna. He is to be treated like Vyasadeva, and hence the disciples should conduct the ceremony called Vyasa Puja. And in his lecture in Los Angeles on July 11, 1974, he says that in this world we have got many debts to many people, the demigods, rishis, and saintly persons who give us knowledge, so we should repay back the Guru Rina through Vyasa Puja. It's our great fortune to have this grand opportunity to be able to open our hearts to you and glorify you on this special day of your appearance. Today, there is so much nectar to be heard. We are all anxious to hear from all the devotees and see your reactions to each of them. It thrills us to see your delightful expressions. If you wish to say some words before we pass the word to the speakers, you are most welcome. Dasi will be coordinating the speakers, so if there are any comments to be made, please write on the chat directly to her. So without taking any more of your valuable time, I pass on the word to you or the speaker and beg you to forgive me for whatever errors and offenses I may have committed due to my ignorance. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Gurmat, would you like to say something before we start?
No, I think your husband has given a good introduction.
So, Gurmat, would you? The Gundicha Prabhu has some service to do in the temple right now, so he is unable to join us on Zoom. But Vinod Vihari has his offering.
So we are going to start now.
Yeah, you can start with Gundicha.
So Maharaj, have the permission to read his offering?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's sent me the offering saying, "Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance at your lotus feet. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to Sri Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda's Sankirtan movement." His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada explains in Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, chapter 4, verse 3 and 4, in the purport that Maharaj Parikshit could understand due to his relationship with Sukadeva Goswami that Lord Krishna was everything and fixed the mind on him in a firm way, renouncing all kinds of karma kandiya activities. That perfect stage is reached by the Gyanis after many births. The Gyanis are thousands of times better than fruitive workers, and out of hundreds of thousands of such Gyanis, one makes it or breaks free. And of hundreds of thousands of those liberated people, it is very difficult to find a single one who can fix the mind firmly on the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna, as stated by the Lord himself in Bhagavad Gita 7.19. I'm sure that because you are surrendered and committed to Srila Prabhupada's mission, you are one of those great souls who have their mind fixed on Krishna. Therefore, now that the time to leave this body every day is closer, it is essential to connect with a surrendered soul like you if we want to remember Lord Sri Krishna at that important moment. A few weeks ago, I was shocked when your dear disciple and my god sister, Rasa Sundari Dasi, left her material body. She was so attached to you that when her husband Vrindavan showed her a big picture of you, her face lit up, and in a few moments, she left her body in a glorious way. That is a true triumph in life, to leave this body thinking and meditating on the bona fide spiritual master who is the soul surrendered and attached to the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. As you are that kind of great soul, I ask you to please inspire me to be more connected every day with the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the expansion of the Sankirtana movement of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. That's the ultimate perfection of life. Praying at your lotus feet and begging for your mercy, always your unworthy servant, Gundisha Daspa.
Jai, nice.
And then now we can pass the Vrindavan. Vrindavan Prabhu is with us right now. So he'll say.
1 minute. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya Utale, Simate Giriraj Swami Nityanamine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya Utale, Simate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve, Oravani Pacharine, Ni Visesa Sunevadi Pasachar Sacharine. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Grada, Sri Vyasa Vigora Bhakta Vrinda. Panchakal Patara Vacha, Vipasindhu Vacha, Patitanam Pavenyo Vaishnavya Namo Namaha. Thank you to lead me and glorify your divine grace. Srila Prabhupada say, Giriraj is a diamond and I am a jewelry and my business is diamonds. He is a diamond and one day he will shine. In one letter of Srila Prabhupada, he wrote a very, very deep relation with his disciples. And I feel the same like a divine grace feel for all of us. And Srila Prabhupada say, I wish to remain with all my disciples together, but we have to do preaching work and therefore have to remain separate. But actually, there is no question of separation for one engaged in Lord Krishna's service. So I will write an offering to your divine grace in September. It was Vyasa Puja in 1997, when in that time Rasasundar and myself, we was living in France, and we offered the Vyasa Puja offering together to your divine grace. So if you allow me, I will try to read. Sorry if I cry a little bit. I have sentiments, you know. Thank you. All glories to our most beloved Guru Maharaj. We offer our most humble and respectful obeisances unto your divine grace, loving grace. Your glories are already sung all over the three worlds. So what can you expect of them, unqualified servants? But somehow or other, by Krishna's causeless mercy, he blesses us every year with your divine loving association, just to enable us to glorify you year after year. In Madrid, June 1997, Guru Maharaj is talking us in a walk through the park. He has to walk a fast 45 minutes without a stop. After a short while, we can realize we cannot keep up. We remember our Govardhan Parikram. We thought we cannot make it, and we just pray to Govardhan, and he gave us the strength to carry on. Now we pray to you, most beloved Guru Maharaj, not to left behind, and suddenly everything becomes easy. Could you please be so kind and grant us the intelligence to always pray to you in difficult situations. It is said we should follow in the footsteps of the great acharyas and not try to imitate them. As we could see, we could even follow your footsteps, fallen as we are. So please be kind upon your insignificant servants and allow us always to keep track of your lotus feet. Two devotees are supposed to walk with you, but have to take care of their children and have to stay back. Later, you told us they could not come because they have to take care of their children. And I was thinking you have to come because you are taking care of me. I am your child. Most sweet Guru Maharaj, this time we dare to oppose. You are our eternal Father, and out of your deep compassion for your fallen children, you allow us to try to take care of you. Please give up your mercy so that we can one day become purified. Eternally your servants, Vrindavan Das, y Rasa Sundari Dasi. Haribol.
That was beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you.
Even now. So, Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, I'll read mine with your permission. My dearest Gurudev, please accept my most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine grace. On the most auspicious occasion of your Vyasa Puja this year, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to you for allowing me to spend time with you in America recently. It was the best trip I've ever made in more than 2 decades. I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for training me as well, for as each and every person who's in contact with you, you train them into bhakti, devotional life. Yasha prasada, Bhagavad prasada, Yasha prasada nagati kuto. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. We sing this verse from Guru Ashtakam daily in front of our gurus and Srila Prabhupada. How many of us do we really meditate on these words and try to do something to please Srila Prabhupada and our Gurudevs? These words have just penetrated my heart and have left a deep impact on me, especially after my recent Vapu experience with you. Seeing your attachment to Srila Prabhupada, your God brothers, your God sisters, all the Vaishnavas, and not only your direct disciples, but their spouses, children, and relatives as well. You really reach out to each and every one of us. This is only one of your numerous qualities of being magnanimous, Gurudev. Today, I would like to just briefly share with you regarding the beginning of my trip in May. When I received an email which said that you were going to Dallas and then Houston, I thought of first dropping the plan altogether. And then I came across this article in Back to Godhead, which had a big picture of the marvelous temple in Houston right on the front page. And I was really fascinated. This article inspired me so much that I decided to visit this magnificent temple, the most beautiful deities and all the wonderful devotees who are serving you there. Houston became a training ground for me, for my loud and restless nature. I learned from the devotees, especially Kalpataru Mataji, how to serve you in a gentle and peaceful manner. Although she had been cooking for you for almost a month every single day, each day she cooked with you with the same enthusiasm as if you were coming to take prasad for the first time. You would also reciprocate with her and her husband and me as well when I was staying there. I remember one day you came for lunch and I was upstairs in the room and you asked where I was. And coincidentally, I came down and you said, you had just asked for me, but Paramatma guided me to come down at that time. At the end of my trip, I realized why you had asked me to come to Houston first. It was indeed a training ground for me, and I learned a lot from Kalpataru Mataji's service attitude before rendering service to you directly in Carpinteria. I cherish the trip we made with you by car to ISKCON Silicon Valley and San Francisco, especially the time you asked me to put the japa counter on your new japa bag of Lord Nishingadev. I got an opportunity to converse with you regarding your menus, the daily evening walks with you, and the best part of the morning program was chanting of the japa in your physical presence. I witnessed the love you have for the holy names and the right mood and the attitude one should have while chanting the Maha Mantra to create the right atmosphere in front of your beautiful deities and Tulsi Maharani with full concentration. It has really helped me a lot in my chanting. Thank you so much, Gurudev. Overall, it was such a beautiful experience that I will never be able to repay you in my whole lifetime. Yours eternally indebted servant, Hema Dasi. And Guru Maharaj, there is a short video I have made. Yesterday we had a beautiful celebration with the Vyasa Puja of Bhakti Charu Swami and yours. So there are some images of that video, that Vyasa Puja we did yesterday is also there. And plus the rest is of my trip in LA.
Koti jiva samsara brahmiya koti koti janma gelo kichu danya jana bhakti lata dana Guru Krishna kripaya belo.
Thousands, millions of souls are wandering this world for millions of births. Some fortunate ones attain the treasure of devotion, which is like a beautiful blooming vine by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Oh, my eternal spiritual master, I beg this mercy. May I be in constant remembrance of the dawning of love for the divine couple's lotus feet.
Shri Guru Kripa Magiyami Yugal Charana Prema Prakashite Smarana Kori.
Singing their names, glories, pastimes, and glorifying their devotees, may I forget this world. I beg the mercy of attaining your feet. O my eternal spiritual master, I beg this mercy. May I be in constant remembrance of the dawning of love for the divine couple's lotus feet.
Magiyami
I pray to sit in the groves of Braja, hearing and chanting, singing the Mahamantra, great love. By your mercy, the seed of Bhaktilata will then sprout. Oh, my eternal spiritual master, I beg this mercy. May I be in constant remembrance of the dawning of love for the divine couple's lotus feet.
Nityama Shri Guru Kripa Magyami Yugala Charana Prema Prakashite Smarana Kori.
That was beautiful, very moving and touching, well produced. Brought back so many fond memories. This is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. So, Guru Maharaj, now after Madrid, Malaga, we go to Madrid. But in Madrid, I just came to know this morning that Narottam Das is in Mayapur right now. So I will allow him to speak first because it's late over there. Narottam?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Dandavad Pranam. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhatale Prabhupati Priya Shla Rajaya Swamine Suvaktra Shastra Vidyaya Drida Sarva Shaline Radha Rasa Viharvidyam Bhaktivyas Chatnaine. Dear Guru Maharaj, kindly accept my humble obeisances. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. So we have gathered for your Vyasa Puja today. Here I have a chance to glorify you right away. Unfortunately, I am for not knowing what to say, what else to do, but for your blessings to pray. I've been trying to write your Vyasa Puja offering, which I should have done some time ago. But I was trying to write something now. And I can only say two things. One is about the impression that I had when I first saw you, at least the first time that I can remember consciously. My mother told me that of a day that she quickly went to Madrid to see you before you left. This must have been 96 or 97. And she was carrying me, so I was a baby, so I don't remember you from then. But I do remember the time you came to Sri Mayapur Dham, 2015, and you were giving Bhagavatam class in Radha Madhava's hall. And when I entered, I was so impressed by your gentle and sattvic gesture and demeanor, by the steadiness you portrayed and full dedication to Srila Prabhupada. So it was a very special moment. And then after the class finished, you went to take darshan of Rishabhanu. And then after you went to see Radha Madhava. And in between, I had the chance to exchange a couple of words with you. And this was when I thought that I should surrender to you. And I'm so thankful that you have accepted me as your disciple. And the second thing I have to say is that first of all, seek your blessings again and again so I can serve you and Srila Prabhupada better and better. I do want to serve you, but how can I do? Because I still have so many, I'm still holding so much garbage in my heart, so many anarthas, so many things that I have. So I pray that I may become free from the dirty things in my heart. I want to be free from all these desires of prestige, high position, opulence, respect, demands of the senses, the comfortable situation, to be able to sacrifice anything for the benefit of others' engagement in Krishna consciousness, like you did, while I had the good chance to be involved in the translation of your book, of the Juhu story, and it was so amazing to see how much dedicated you were to Srila Prabhupada and how you sacrificed everything for the service of Srila Prabhupada. So in the same way, I pray that I may develop strength and enthusiasm in my own practice of sadhana bhakti and be able to infuse others and desire to imbibe these qualities that you exemplify, and that with complete faith and devotion to the Lord, I may be able to dedicate my life to your service and to Srila Prabhupada. So I simply wish to have the opportunity to serve you when you come to Vrindavan. I'm already here in India, and I'll be eagerly waiting for you to come here. And this is what I have to say to you, Maharaj.
Wonderful, beautiful. Thank you.
Sorry, I haven't prepared much.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
So next we have. Okay. So next we have. Okay. Sorry. Echo.
Mike.
We have next Paramdam Prabhu and Ganga Mataji. Ganga?
¿Yo? Sí. Sí, puedes hablar. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You listening, Guru Maharaj?
Okay.
Yeah, please accept my obeisances. All glories to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Probably this problem is part of the many problems going with me all day today. From this, my first intention is not participate in this, but I will very involved in the Ratha Yatra preparations, and I not feel in the mood to speak in this occasion. But from the beginning of the day, many things happen. It created me some disturbance to me, one after another. One of them is the Vinod Vihari said is for the Ratha Yatra is announced going to be raining. And anyway, like that, I remember some quotation of the Bhagavad Gita. It said, in this material world is many perplexities, and the way to overcome is to approach some spiritual master. No? And then for this, I decided to participate in this opportunity. Now I am very, very grateful to Ganga. It pushed me to be part, and Janava also, and Hemagori. He pushed me to be here. And I don't want to take too much of your time, but we know you how many so nice, good, how you have so many good qualities, some good example. But especially I want to mention today is but this is a thing one of the things I lack is many times I become in trouble for speak things I not do to speak, or to speak too much. And I always meditate, and this capacity to say only what is necessary to say, no more, no less, to be so thoughtful, so grave, and this is some source of inspiration for me many times. And also is like the Advaita Maharaj said one time, and I heard it from you lectures, is not speak only to say something, says, let me.
I'll say it.
I say,
Don't speak.
yeah,
Don't speak because you have to say something.
yeah,
Speak because you have something to say.
yeah, yes, this is the point. And anyway, I don't want to fall in this again, one time more. But I thank you, Guru Maharaj, for I cannot express in this short time how much I feel in debt to you. And I want to more and more really to be some authentic servant of you. And please, you pray for the Ratha Yatra. We can overcome all these difficulties. Is happy. And in the end, it can be some successful Ratha Yatra for your prayer and for the prayer of all devotees and Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, thank you, Maharaj. Yeah.
Jai Jagannath.
Yeah, Jagannath.
I'm glad you joined. I think you made the right decision.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paramdam Prabhu. He's the temple president of ISKCON Madrid, and his wife Ganga Mataji is our Guru Maharaj's disciple, very senior disciple. She is dedicated to Sankirtan and Food for Life. And Ganga Mataji, you have something to say? Something?
Yeah, I have a small letter here to read.
Yeah.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. I write to you from the shore of a river, meditating that is the Ganga, and praying to her for some sincere words that will please you. Yesterday, hearing your Vyasa Puja address to the devotees from South Africa, I felt moved when you were talking about Srila Prabhupada's compassion, even for the material problems of the people, feeling for them, waiting for the bus in the line under the sun. How we as devotees should have feeling for each other and help in all aspects. Guru Maharaj, you simplify this following in Srila Prabhupada's footsteps and inspire us to be like you, a perfect gentleman with a big heart for everyone. I just cry missing you. Such a different society will be if everyone will be a little like you, Guru Maharaj. I just see all these young devotees suffering for lack of experience and love from us, the elders, and I cry. But then I look at you, Guru Maharaj, again, there is hope. Guru Maharaj is here. We just have to follow his footsteps. Reading here Bhagavad Gita by the river, Satatan Kirtayanto Mam describes you perfectly. You are always endeavoring with great determination and always chanting Krishna's name and worshipping him. You are the description of this Mahatma. We very attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You follow everything so perfectly, like fasting on the holidays, careful of celebrating all the Pushpanjalis before breaking fast. All this I could watch with my own eyes the year I spent with you in Carpinteria. I felt so blessed by Krishna with this causeless mercy. I just want to come back to the service of your lotus feet. You were also telling us yesterday that the devotee is jolly, talking about the jolly Swami. You are also like him, very jolly in spirit. It comes to my mind how you suddenly start to sing, very joyful, like from the other world of Krishna. And also once you were going dancing to your abode, you teach us how it's possible to be happy in Krishna consciousness, even in the midst of so many problems around us. Continue reading by the river, now the signs of self-realization. Srila Prabhupada is describing what is a guru, saying that his mission is trying that no one will suffer in this material world. So the guru rescues from ignorance to the disciple with the torch of knowledge. And Prabhupada continues. We have to find an excellent person and voluntarily surrender unto him. You are that excellent person that by Krishna's and Srila Prabhupada's mercy came to our lives and is saving us from ignorance at every step of our life, giving us this personal example how to apply the instructions of Srila Prabhupada and the Shastras. Please, Guru Maharaj, on this most auspicious day of the year, when you appear to assist Srila Prabhupada and save us all, we pray that we can follow your example and become empowered to help others also. Especially, I pray for a change of heart to be able to serve in a humble mood to everyone and make you smile, Guru Maharaj. Thank you. Allow me to serve you eternally, your aspirant servant, Radhika Devidashi. Jai Guru Maharaj. Ki jai.
Wonderful, wonderful. I wish you all success.
Jai. Thank you. I need your blessings, Guru Maharaj, please. We are here in the midst of the hell in Madrid, but in the temple, in a little bubble in the midst of the hell. Jai.
Thank you. Thank you, Ganga Mataji, Paramdam Prabhu. And this lovely couple have a beautiful young daughter of 27, Janava. She was with me in LA. We were on the same flight together, coincidentally. So I would request now Janava to say a few words if she wants.
My dearest Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you, my beloved Father. Guru Maharaj, on this most auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja, I look into my heart and attempt to find appropriate words to glorify and express my gratitude. But no words are sufficient for the shelter you have given me throughout my life. Guru Maharaj, I am no poet or great writer. but I don't want to miss the opportunity to thank you for being the reason I still have faith on this sometimes difficult path back home. My dearest Guru Maharaj, these last few months I've been meditating so much on how fortunate I am to have you as a spiritual master, as my father guiding me. I've always felt so fortunate to be under your care. But this last year, I've realized how important it is to have someone as exemplary as you guiding me. You are the perfect spiritual master. You're so fixed in pleasing Srila Prabhupada, so compassionate to everyone. Guru Maharaj, you're the personification of love and compassion. And you show us what an actual real authority should be like. Because of you, Guru Maharaj, no matter what struggles I might have gone through, growing up in difficult situations in Gurukul, I know and have faith that I am on the right path, that with your protection I will be safe, and I only pray to always remain in your service. Guru Maharaj, a couple weeks ago, I had the great fortune to have my first dream with you. You were arriving to the Malaga airport. And as you were walking to all the devotees receiving you, Hema Gauri Mataji told me, Janava, we don't have anyone to drive Guru Maharaj to my house. Could you please drive? I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden I was in the car with you and I was driving, but I was sitting in the back seat and I had a steering wheel, but you were in the front, changing the gears and helping me drive. In the middle of the drive, I realized I didn't know where Hema Gauri Mataji's house was, and I got super nervous. You said, just pull over, be peaceful, and call and see. I started calling, but no one was answering, and I was in so much anxiety. Finally, my dad answered, giving me the address. You then said, you see, everything's okay. We're going to be okay. The peace you gave me made me realize how when I surrendered to you, everything will be okay. You have the gears to my life. You help me forward. Take me closer to Krishna. There is no peace in doing anything independently from you. Being close to you, following your instructions is what will keep me safe without getting distracted by all the things Maya might put in the path. Guru Maharaj, sitting today so far away from you makes me miss you extremely. Longing for the day to be close again to your lotus feet. That is my home. Engaged in your service, nothing compares, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, please forgive me for all the offenses and mistakes I may have committed in your service. Your forever grateful servant and daughter, Radhika Devidashi.
Hi, beautiful, wonderful. I don't remember any mistakes or offenses. But if there were any, I would forgive you, but I don't think there were any.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to come back.
I hope so.
So next we have Mahalakshmi Dasi from Guadalajara. Mahalakshmi Prabhu, are you there? Mahalakshmi? Okay, so if she's not there, then we will go to the Middle East now. And Rohini Nandan Das, who's in charge of all the recording, all the lectures, all the web, everything is done by him. He's our techno person for Guru Maharaj. And so he will become the next host for introducing the devotees in the Middle East. Rohini Nandan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. We'll start with Rukmini Prabhu from Israel. So go ahead, Rukmini.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So small is my connection with you. You are far away from me, absorbed in your service to Srila Prabhupada. This service is so absorbing and demanding that you have to calculate your time to the minutes. But are you so far away? It is indeed inconceivable, but you are accompanying me with your example, your instruction, and actually with constant guidance from within. I realize that there is no difference between the outside and the inside guru. In both forms, you are guiding me, but your books, lectures, by your books, lectures, your unlimited love and care, tender and compassion. And I remember that feeling like being in Vaikuntha when I was in Dallas with you. I didn't feel my mind at all. I felt only love, tender, and sweetness. I felt fully protected but by you, by Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. I am so lucky, Guru Maharaj, that you are my Guru Maharaj. And I feel so unlucky because I couldn't come this year with Rohini Prabhu to be with you and serve you. Srila Guru Maharaj, please give me the mercy to give all my material desires up and simply be engaged in your mission as a tool in your hands, the servant of your servant, Rukmini Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai. Wonderful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll move on now to two devotees from Iran, and we'll start with Hari Priya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to your loving divine grace. Please accept my most humble obeisances. I offer my most respectful and dandavat pranams at the dust of your lotus feet. I am grateful to Lord Krishna for giving me this favor on such a holy and indescribable day and giving me this gift to be able to be in the presence of my venerable spiritual master and offer my heart's devotion to him. From the day Guru Maharaj accepted me as his disciple, my life changed completely, and every day more light come into my life, despite his light. You are the light of thousands of souls on earth, like the sun, with whose presence all darkness disappears. I live in Iran, and I was guided to Guru Maharaj only by the grace and love and mercy of Lord Krishna and his will. And since Guru Maharaj is so pure and knowledgeable and close to Lord Krishna, he accepted me as a disciple without any question because he knows. He knows and he feels more than we think with our mind. He knows everything. I have no association here, and I did everything alone until I found Guru Maharaj. Only Guru Maharaj is my association, and with his grace and guidance, I continue my path. Every time the heaviness of loneliness in Iran on the path of Krishna consciousness weighs on my shoulders because there is no association in Iran, also if someone notices my existence on Krishna consciousness path, it will have a special condition for me. With one sentence, Guru Maharaj can take all the burden off my shoulders and fill my heart with joy and enthusiasm to continue my journey. Such a spiritual power is only befitting of Guru Maharaj, who can bring an ocean of joy and light to the heart of people. Having a guru with such great spiritual power and such purity is like a miracle on earth that I and all the disciples of Guru Maharaj have honor of having such a miracle by our side, and this is only the grace of Lord Krishna to all of us. With all the favors Guru Maharaj has given me and all his instructions, I can walk more firmly and with more strength on the path of Krishna consciousness. With the instructions of Guru Maharaj and with the special situation about being in Iran is not a simple matter at all. I have introduced other people in Krishna consciousness. They continue to follow Krishna consciousness with all their heart. This energy they have and they spend in the path of Krishna consciousness is due to Guru Maharaj's grace and Maharaj's guidance. I hope that by Guru Maharaj's instructions and serving him, I will be able to introduce more Krishna consciousness to more people every day so that I can first serve Guru Maharaj and then Srila Prabhupada and Lord Krishna. Guru Maharaj, I have no words to describe what I feel in my heart. I can only say that I am your full-fledged servant with all my heart, and I am grateful for your favor to me. I pray to Lord Krishna to put me in a position where I can serve your lotus feet. Serving a venerable spiritual master like you is a bliss that I don't think Lord Krishna gives anyone. Maybe this service to a pure, honorable, and high-ranking Guru Maharaj like you will put me on the path of serving Lord Krishna. I wish you a very happy Vyasa Puja and pray to Lord Krishna for many happy returns of this auspicious day. Your insignificant servant, Hari Priya.
Beautiful, wonderful.
Thank you.
Very pleased with your service in Iran, how you're introducing more and more people to Krishna consciousness, and they're accepting and appreciating.
This is
wonderful service.
Thank you so much. And this is all is with your instructions and your everything. It's your guidance and your kindness. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Happy Vyasa Puja.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on now to Hedi Mansoor.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna and happy Vyasa Puja to you, dear Guru Maharaj. Dear Guru Maharaj, you are so kind. Each time I think of your limitless kindness, I become more sure of my path. I once heard from you about receiving the mercy of Lord Nityananda. I was moved to know we received Lord Nityananda mercy by serving Jagais and Madhas. I do not see anyone to be like Jagai and Madai, but I try to serve the people of my city. For two and a half years, with the money set aside by my father and donation received from my friends, I distributed prasad with the help of 10 or more people. No Krishna devotee lives in the city that I am. 2 Sufis helped me distribute prasada to the poor, addiction rehab centers, the homeless, mental hospitals, and other places. Distributing food is a common practice in Iran, and people accept it and appreciate it. I have selected some photos from food distribution for you. Currently, because of my backache, actually I sent some pictures from, but I think it's not available here. Currently, because of my backache, I had to stop doing it in big volume, but I have been baking cake.
We have the photos, Hedi. We have the photos. We will share it. I've made it into a small.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. You can speak while the video is going on.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, and but because of my backache, I had to stop doing it in big volumes, but I have been baking cakes weekly for a vegan shop. This year, Yeah. This year, on the anniversary of my dad's passing away, I was sad that I couldn't distribute prasad. I was thinking that, can I offer to my dad? I was thinking, what can I offer to my dad, which may be accepted by Krishna on his behalf? I heard about you, that nothing please you more than chanting 16 rounds. It was difficult for me to chant 16 rounds in one go. I decided to do this and offered your pleasure as a gift to my dad. I think succeeded and received your satisfaction because after that day, I could chant 16 rounds in one go. The day after this, you liked many of my Facebook posts, even the old ones. And it proved me that you are satisfied with this service. I feel fortunate to have the chance to experience this relationship based on love and hope to see and serve you soon in Vrindavan. The servant of your servants. Hetty.
Jai, wonderful, beautiful. So you'll stay at Kirtan Ashram?
Yeah, I'm in Vrindavan, yes, by your mercy.
Wonderful. Yeah, I look forward to being with you there.
Thank you very much. Happy Vyasa Puja to you.
Yeah. All glories to your service.
Thank you very much.
Guru Maharaj, I will read my my offering now. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Being engaged for some time now in documenting and organizing your many audio and video lectures, I've noticed that this enormous collection of your Vani contains several key instructions which are repeated again and again for our benefit. I've compiled these instructions herein, offering to you my effort to take them deeply to heart. Desiring to connect us with Srila Prabhupada, you repeatedly request that we read Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita and watch the DVD series following Srila Prabhupada. And not only are you requesting that we learn about Srila Prabhupada and his activities, you also instruct us to read his books, often saying that not reading the Vedic literature is considered a subtle offense against the holy name. You specifically urge us to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam daily as much as possible, and thus have both Srila Prabhupada association and attain the ultimate perfection of life through the knowledge given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Furthermore, you request us to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books as a central means of helping people. My dear devotees, you say, distribute books, distribute books, distribute books. In regard to reading and distributing Srila Prabhupada's books, you repeatedly quote him saying that distributing my books will keep them, the devotees, happy, and reading my books will keep them in Krishna consciousness. In your lectures, you repeatedly remind us that we should use this precious human form of life to realize our lost relationship with Krishna. And you frequently give a class on Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.23, which states that the person who has not at any time received the dust of the feet of the Lord's pure devotee upon his head is certainly a dead body. You also urge us not to waste time, but to use our time for Krishna Katha, for chanting and hearing about Krishna. We are reminded in your many classes on Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.17 that even a fraction of the duration of life wasted cannot be compensated by any amount of gold. If you've got time, you often quote Srila Prabhupada, chant Hare Krishna, don't waste time, don't speak nonsense. My dear devotees, you appeal to us. We are members of the Hare Krishna movement, and our business is to chant Hare Krishna as much as possible. Of the 10 offenses to the holy name, you elaborate often on the offense of pramada, inattention. When we chant the holy names, you instruct us, we're in the presence of Krishna, and so we should be very alert and attentive and worshipful and prayerful. Please be attentive while you chant, you plead with us. Don't try to do anything else. Rather, try to hear yourself chanting sincerely. You also warn us of the first offense to the holy name, sadhuninda, criticizing devotees, which we should avoid at all costs. You do not hesitate to read Srila Prabhupada's purport to Srimad Bhagavatam 2.1.12, in which the Markandeya Purana is quoted. A devotee should try to restrict the vilifier by cutting out his tongue, and being unable to do so, one should commit suicide rather than hear the blaspheming of the devotee of the Lord. In your initiation talks, you describe the 26 qualities of a devotee and urge us to make a mental check on ourselves to see how we're doing in terms of these desirable qualities, because we are meant to have them or to exhibit them. These 26 qualities you add, and they enable us to enter the kingdom of God, which is our ultimate goal, to serve God. Often you remind us that we should persevere in Krishna consciousness, even if there are difficulties and apparent reverses. Discussing Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.8, you advise us that basically we just have to remain alive in Krishna consciousness, following the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, tolerating whatever impediments may come along, and Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhak, we will be eligible for liberation. We need to be patient, you tell us, both in relation to our personal spiritual practices and also patient in relation to our efforts to spread Krishna consciousness. You repeatedly emphasize the importance of cooperation among devotees. Referring to Srila Prabhupada's purport to Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5.12, you read again and again that everyone should be friendly for the service of the Lord. If we miss the important point of preaching cooperatively, you say, we're not really following Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, all your instructions to us are exemplified through your character and behavior. You show us every day how to chant attentively and loudly without rushing. You always speak of Srila Prabhupada and are truly knowledgeable in his writings. Without a doubt, you are a Mahatma, as explained by Srila Prabhupada in his purports to Bhagavad Gita 9, 13, and 14. You're situated in the divine nature, not diverting your attention to anything outside Krishna, and always engaged in different activities of devotional service. I'll be moving on to other service now. You end your japa time with us. And we know that your day and night are filled with never-ending service. Full of compassion to the devotees and the non-devotees, always willing to give them your time and energy without discrimination, you are ever friendly for the service of the Lord. Guru Maharaj, thank you for instructing us through your words and actions. Thank you for caring so much for us and for being our ever well-wisher. Your eternal servant, Rohini Nandana Das.
Hi, that was wonderful, beautiful. Very, well, scholarly in a way. I mean, you really gone deeply into my Vani and synthesized the main points in a very convincing way. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rohini Nandan Prabhu. So now we take Guru Maharaj to Europe again. We request Chaitanya Nitaya Das and Goloka Prema Dasi from France. Please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna. Dear Gopal, please accept my most respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and to your divine grace. A few days ago, I was meditating on how you have always acted as our family's well-wisher. Since we met you first in 1987, life is not always easy in Kali Yuga. However, at every major turning point in our lives, you were there with us, very much concerned and trying your best to help us. In this way, you have taught us what it means to be personal. Srila Prabhupada taught us that the two worst poisons in this material world are impersonalism and nihilism. And you, his beloved son, have taught us and all other apprentice devotees what personalism actually is, not just some philosophical concept, but tangible spiritual feelings and actions. I am certainly indebted to you for all your mercy and compassion, and hope I will somehow or other be able to repay at least part of this debt. Srila Giriraj Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. Hare Krishna, your insignificant servant, Chaitanya Intinas.
Hi, beautiful, wonderful. Thank you. An important point about being personal. Very significant.
Naguluka Prema Mataji is going to speak.
Dearest Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Wonderful festival period of the year. Shri Balaram Appearance Day, Shri Krishna Janmastami, Srila Prabhupada Yasa Puja, Srila Giriraj Maharaj Vyasa Puja, Srimati Radharani Appearance Day. So much nectar, and your divine grace is here, linking us to the spiritual world. It seems very easy. Srila Prabhupada used to say, simple for the simple, complicated for the complicated. Amongst all the qualities that we can appreciate in your divine grace, certainly you are simple, as Srila Prabhupada remarked in Bombay. Giriraj is simple, what can be done? Later you said, I noticed that Srila Prabhupada was applying the word simple to a pure devotee, Nanda Maharaj, and I was surprised. You are a living embodiment of Srimad Bhagavatam, as Vaisheshika Prabhu described you. Your face beams when you present Srimad Bhagavatam, relishing every word and eager to share this treasure. You are known as Mr. Prabhupada's story, said Sridhar Maharaj, and it is a fact that since I met your divine grace, all that you say and do is based on Srila Prabhupada's example and teaching. It is the perfection of life. Everyone has so much love and appreciation for our divine grace. Following the Durban and Houston Vyasa Puja celebration, I was so thrilled to hear all these great Vaishnavas describing your divine quality so well. And what was so good also was to watch your beautiful expressions, listening the offering of your dear devotees. Sometimes you were emotional, sometimes joyful or grave, and always meek and humble. But who can understand the feeling of a pure devotee? Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma, Vijitatma Jitendriya, Sarva Bhutatma, Gurvan Apina Dipyate. One who walks in devotion, who is a pure soul, and who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. So always walking, such a man is never entangled. This Bhagavad Gita verse describes your divine qualities so nicely. You are dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to you. I am amazed to hear that you just wrote a new book, Traveling with Srila Prabhupada in India. My first thought was, how does Guru Maharaj find the time to write a book? He's so busy, giving many lectures, always traveling very often to different parts of America, answering lectures, and receiving some fortunate guest discussing philosophy and Krishna's pastime. I conclude that by following Srila Prabhupada's instruction, you receive his help and blessing. Quote, you have a nice talent for writing, and practice makes perfect, so continue. You should write. This is your first business. Go on writing. We require many such articles about Krishna consciousness, so you should devote yourself to writing. You are also a real kavi. Quote, Sri Krishna Niketan was a grand old house surrounded by fields. I was always thinking of Prabhupada, and sometimes I could not sleep at night. I would just be thinking of how wonderful Prabhupada was. I would stand at the balcony near his room and look out over the fields at the stars and the bright moon. I was in so much ecstasy that Srila Prabhupada had read my article and invited me to travel with him, and I felt the awakening in my heart of a type of love I had never felt before. By reading this beautiful description, you can immediately feel transported in the same scenery with a glimpse of your feeling. Krishna consciousness is mystical. The Holy Name is mystical. More than that, His glories are unlimited. We are so fortunate to be part of this wonderful Krishna conscious life. I would like to conclude paraphrasing a part of Bhadya Panchaka from Sanatan Kumar Samgita. O dearest Guru Maharaj, you are like a great ocean of mercy. Please be merciful to me. I take shelter of you. I surrender to you. Please engage me, a sinner and an offender, in your service. Begin for your mercy, your grateful daughter, Gurukha Prema.
Wonderful, beautiful. I love all those excerpts and how you put them together. And yeah, it reminded me and reinforced my determination to follow Srila Prabhupada's instruction to write as my first business, along with everything else. Thank you.
So next we have Radhika Devidashi from Netherlands.
Hare Krishna, I'm still Bhaktin Radhika Mataji. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. I have written a Vyasa Puja offering very last minute, so please consider my shortcomings and forgive any mistakes. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj and dear devotees. Please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and you, my spiritual master, have opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances to you. Happy Vyasa Puja, dear Guru Maharaj. On this Vyasa Puja, I would like to put light upon your importance in my life. In the 8th verse of Guru Ashtakam, it is mentioned that by the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Sri Krishna. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Dear Guru Maharaj, this is exactly what I experienced in my life. Although I'm highly unqualified and pretentious, you somehow accepted me and allowed me to have some attraction to Sri Krishna. By the presence of a guru in a disciple's life, the life of the disciple, gets miraculously transformed. The guru acts as a catalyst to bring out a change in a disciple, a change that helps him to experience pure love for Krishna. A guru is able to do so because he is self-realized and completely surrendered to the Lord himself. You, dear Guru Maharaj, you are that catalyst in my life. Although being born and raised in Krishna consciousness, only through your association, through your entering my life, I'm getting a direction and encouragement in my life. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for this. Guru Maharaj, even the Rishi among the Brahmanas, Srila Vyasadeva, the plenary portion of Lord himself, even he needed a spiritual master, Sri Narad Muni, to overcome his dilemma and guide him in his dissatisfied moments. What qualification we or I possess in any quantity to achieve anything on my strength. Therefore, Gurudev, kindly, please keep being merciful upon me by being the most caring father that you are. A few years ago, you had instructed me to chant 16 rounds and I hadn't taken that instruction to heart. I still stand here shamelessly in front of you in the form of the most fallen soul. I am, however, trying to give my best to achieve that. Guru Maharaj, you have been so patient and unjudgmental to me that I don't know how to repay you. I cannot wait for the day when I will finally be able to attain your shelter in the form of initiation. Although I haven't been blessed by much of your physical association, when I hear from my senior God brothers and God sisters about you, I think, when will that day be mine when I will be fortunate enough to have your association? Although I dedicate all my services that I offer here to this congregation onto you to further offer it to Srila Prabhupada, I desire to serve you physically too. I pray for that day to be mine. Dear Guru Maharaj, today I attended His Grace Mahatma Prabhu's lecture here in The Hague, and later I approached him to offer him an article that I wrote, which was entitled 6 Tips to Help Your Kids Chant. He was pleased to read and he asked me to share it with him so he can share it with the parents. My heart was blessed that Prabhu acknowledged it in that way, and I thought only about you because it's because of your dedication of chanting I'm developing this taste to chanting and I'm able to help the children, and that service I offer to you. It's Krishna's arrangement, Srila Prabhupada's desire, and your mercy that I'm getting to be an instrument and getting all the credit for all these services. O Guru Maharaj, by your and only your mercy, I'm able to have this little taste at Krishna. On my own, I am Shakti Buddhihina, devoid of intelligence and energy, my mind flickering and jumping from thoughts of various situations and experiences. I'm unqualified to even chant, but you are my chest of treasure, filled with mercy, uplifting my each day with your love and remembrance, your personal attraction, and the time you take for each one for whom you care. What can I desire for anything more? You have accepted someone like me. Please help me to be free from my spiritual and material desires and bless me to be able to serve you, my spiritual master, like you are serving your spiritual master. Wishing to be with you soon, Guru Maharaj, your most unqualified and conditioned servant and daughter, Radhika. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Beautiful, wonderful.
Thank you. Please bless also my daughters, Bhagya and Tulsi. They are already in bed, but please bless them that they can also grow in Krishna consciousness.
I will pray for them.
Thank you.
I'll be coming to England. I don't know if you can meet me there, but otherwise.
I might come in February. I spoke with Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu.
Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you. Because October was too soon. I was not able to get the visa. So in Feb, I will be coming. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Bhakti and Radhika. So next we have Rishabhanu Nandini Dasi from Germany. She got initiated on Zoom in Houston. When I was there in Houston, she got initiated by Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Giriraj Swami Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaptari, Prabhupada Tiprish Giriraj Swami, Svakre Shastra Vishnadri Dasadna Saline, Radha Risvihari Pyam Bhakti Pyas Chatmadena. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaptari, Shmati Bhakti Dan Swami, Namaste Saraswati Dev Garu, Anipacharina, Nirishesha Shumvati Pashtita Vishturina, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasti Garu Bhaktavrini. Vancha Kalpatarupecha Kripa Simpapevcha, Patitanam Pavani Pivashna Pyanam. I wanted to read something I have wrote. My dear Guru Maharaj, dear Giriraj Swami Maharaj, on this special day of your Vyasa Puja, I would like to thank you for taking me into Srila Prabhupada's family. My Diksha Guru, Mother Radhika Devidashi, also asked me to tell you that she is very happy to have you as my spiritual master. I first met the Krishna devotees, and from them I learned about Bhagavad Gita and Srila Prabhupada. Every day I diving myself in the spirit of Srila Prabhupada through reading his books, his lectures, by conversation with devotees and doing service under the guidance of the Diksha Guru. Mother Dinasharna keeps me busy doing various kinds of service at the Harinamadesh temple in Germany, Wiesbaden. And she's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada and GBC now, and your god sister. She's totally absorbed in the service of Srila Prabhupada's footsteps and under her responsive guidance, the devotees are always able to be busy in the service of Shri Radha and Krishna, Srila Prabhupada's mission. By the grace of her and the devotees, after 5 or 6 years of practicing Krishna consciousness, I met your grace. By that time, I had almost given up hope that I would meet my spiritual master. By the support of Mother Dineshana, she inspired me being kept under lotus feet of Krishna and brought my mind back to Krishna consciousness. All in all, I had everything: japa, regulative principles, Srila Prabhupada's books, relationship with devotees, regular temple service, and Diksha Guru in the person of the sublime devotee Mother Dineshana Devidashi. But my heart cried that it was all useless if there was no spiritual master. My heart cried for relationship with the spiritual master, that what kind of relationship is that? Why I'm not meeting him? What do I need to develop in me to become worthy of that meeting? And I did not know how to look for a guru or where to find one, except for a list of about 100 ISKCON's initiated gurus, which was supposed to help me somehow. I humbly prepared myself by reading Srila Prabhupada's books, taking ISKCON classes, and keep praying that when I met the Guru, I will understand what the Guru is for, what qualities I need to have as a disciple, and who the real Guru is, and humbly continue to wait and do all the things Srila Prabhupada wanted me to do under the guidance of Mother Dineshana Devidashi. And so I deeply understood that I must now somehow serve my Guru Maharaj, because I realized that clearly that my Guru is already on this planet, and only time and distance separate us. And then I began to devote all the fruits of my spiritual activities to my true spiritual master, from whom Srila Prabhupada would approve for me. It was you. And then in moments of prayer, another realization came to me, that while I was sitting and waiting for my spiritual master, I had to go and find him, talk to him personally, serve him personally. In this connection, I recall Krishna's words asking Arjuna to act. There was nowhere to go. The list of 100 gurus was very disturbing me, but Krishna's mercy arranged for me to go to Tenerife twice, to the Jagannatha temple, to serve there. There are two amazing devotees, Bhakti Devidashi and Patita Pavana Prabhu, who serve deities Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra in the temple in Tenerife. They inspire me a lot with their service to the deities, preaching, taking care of devotees, and the kind of parents they are to their children. Bhakti Devi told me about you a lot, praised your exalted qualities as a Vaishnava, let me listen to your lectures, and gave me access to your Zoom programs. But first she gave me a maha flower from you taken from the altar. And now I realized that Bhakti Devi and Patita Pavana Prabhu gave a special grace to me then. And I recall also from Bhagavad Gita that if you really want Krishna and do efforts to be with him, to find him, he comes and gives himself to you. When I started to come on your online programs, I first felt and understood that you are someone who is all about serving Srila Prabhupada, which has become so deep to me over the years. Because you always read reads the books of His Divine Grace, such Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, or read out memories of him, and nothing more. No other philosophy or personal interpretations that attract me a lot. I thought that for the first time I was seeing a person who was not adding anything of himself, but following on the Srila Prabhupada instructions and words. And your mood has always been wonderfully gentle, yet concentrated to the goal, always always kind to us, humble, compassionate, sensitive, and tactful, willing to help anyone who turns to you in their heart by sharing your prayers and the loving gaze of one who has found peace of mind at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, Shri Radha and Krishna. Before meeting you, I had never had the profound experience of someone praying for me. The power of your prayers bound my heart to your lotus feet. Just as then, so now, when I recite my first initiation from you, I feel indebted to you, to Srila Prabhupada and the whole Parampara, my Shiksha Gurus. Therefore, I want to develop in me your servant to servant attitude, so that I can be of constant service to you personally, physically, and by following your instructions, and be engaged in the service of Srila Prabhupada mission. Now more than ever, my life under your guidance has become meaningful to me, and I'm learning to perform my service at you lotus feet with greater responsibility and humility and love to you, my spiritual master, and Shri Radha and Krishna. Please bless me for this. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. You're in service, Rishabhanu, Nandini, Dasi. And I also want to say that my little boy, Damodar, a few days ago, he told me, Mama, look, I want to save 100 euro for something. I asked, for what reason? He told me, okay, half an amount I wanted to donate my Guru Maharaj. I asked him, which one? Mom, it is your Guru Maharaj, Giriraj Swami Maharaj. and the last one, I want to buy some toys for myself. And he asked me to tell you that he wants to wish you all the best in your Vyasa Puja and have beautiful Vyasa Puja. And for me, it shows that even such a little boy, he was attracted by your divine grace to be engaged in the service to you, even in his dreams. Hare Krishna.
Hi, wonderful, beautiful. Yes, my love to and appreciation to little Damodar. And thank you for your beautiful offering. Yeah. I'm glad Srila Prabhupada fulfilled your desire.
Thank you so much, Rishabhanu Mataji. I wanted to add that Rishabhanu Mataji has sponsored a garland for you for yesterday's Vyasa Puja. So it was an offering she had arranged through Kalpataru Mataji.
That's good.
Guru Maharaj, do you want to take a little break before going to Tenerife? Now, our next destination is Tenerife.
Yeah, a minute, yeah.
So our next moderator is Patita Pavan Prabhu from Tenerife. And he's my senior god brother. He's in charge of the ISKCON Tenerife and he's in charge of the communication. This weekend, he had a European communication leaders meeting in Tenerife. So I'll pass on to Patitapan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Yes, this week we are very intense week. We have 20 leaders from 20 countries in Europe, in Tenerife. By your grace and Krishna's grace, now we can organize meetings like that. They are very happy. They are all having a very good time. Yesterday, we took them all around Tenerife. We got a gift from the president of the local government. He gave us a bus ride, free for all of them to go around Tenerife. Nice. Yeah, and everywhere they were receiving us very nicely because we were coming from the president of the government. Yes. And we have been doing also Harinam with all of these senior devotees. Now they are doing the Sunday program while we are here with you, so we can be free. So I will ask Bhakti Devi to come here and now read her offering to you. All right.
Hare Krishna, my dear Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. Hare Krishna, my dear Guru Maharaj. Please accept my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace, my eternal spiritual master, guide, friend, and well-wisher. All glories to your transcendental appearance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, by whose grace you accepted me as your disciple. Guru Maharaj, you are one of the most precious jewels in this Krishna consciousness movement. You are tirelessly sharing your knowledge to one and all. You never compromise in presenting Krishna consciousness as it is and as it should be. You are always so compassionate to everyone who seeks your kindness, and you make sure that they are being taken care of properly. Everyone loves you so much, Guru Maharaj. Despite your busy schedule, you always make some time to attend anyone needing your advice. Sometimes I think that you may have a secret deal with Lord Brahmaji, who is arranging more than 24 hours for you and your unending service to one and all. I would also like to have an elongation of time factor in our Jagannath temple here in Tenerife, where there is so much to do. Yes, the island of Tenerife, where you were the first devotee to step on and thus sanctify the land and sow the seed of Krishna consciousness. All glories to your soothing lotus feet. You're always ready to pray for anyone. In return, Krishna always fulfills your wishes because you are his pure devotee. You have conquered Krishna with your purity and complete dedication to Srila Prabhupada and his most important mission in this world. Thank you again for your prayers for my sister and my son Haridas. You are ever so patient. You are very expert in your dealings with your disciples. Although very soft, you can become heavier than a thunderbolt for our own benefits and correction. And both your affection and chastisement are very pleasing, deep in the hearts. I hope that you will also be pleased by my little capacity to render some services, whether it's helping in the Govindas, serving the deities, preaching, collecting funds for the temple, etc. But still, all the hardships coming on our way is nothing compared to the ones you went through in your early days to establish the Juhu temple. You're very far away, but at the same time, very near and always dependent of me and all of us for sure. Few days ago, you appeared in my dream blessing me with your broad smile. That famous smile was like a reward for my reflection for the futility of material attachment among mortals in this world. Guru Maharaj, you are my inspiration and my reason for living. On this most auspicious occasion of your appearance day, Guru Maharaj, please forgive me for all my offenses. Please pull me up from this ocean of nations, where I'm always hovering due to ignorance and false pride. After so many years pretending to be a Krishna conscious devotee, I'm fed up with my neophyte situation. I'm condemned to stay in the prison house of my crooked and egocentric mind. I'm so unfortunate. I got neither real attachment nor love for you, Krishna who is pure devotees. I'm great need of your unconditional mercy. Please purify my flickering mind and bless me by giving me eternal residence in the dust of your lotus feet. Bless me so that I may have unflinching faith in Krishna and his holy names, thereby desiring to become fixed in my determination to persevere in odd times and continue serving you with renewed strength at every step. A wretched beggar, your insignificant daughter, Bhakti Devidashi.
Jai, wonderful. All glories to your service. Nice.
There, I think you would remember them in the restaurant. There was one lady coming from India. I think now they were from England. She told, well, I told her that we're going to be speaking to you soon for your Vyasa Puja. So she told us to ask you if you remember the Sharna daughters from Juhu.
Oh yeah, I do. I do.
Yes, I told them you will remember them, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. She said that they wanted to join the two sisters, and you were the president that time in the Juhu temple, and Srila Prabhupada told them no, they should go back because they were too young to join. So now, yeah, so now she still remembered, and she still didn't get it, didn't take initiation, although Srila Prabhupada said that she can take initiation. So she told me to tell her if you remember her when I speak to you.
Yeah. So are the sisters in England?
Yeah.
Yeah, no?
They are in England, yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So now we are asking Hari Bhakti Mataji to Vilas, Hari Bhakti Vilas to lead her offering.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
So nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You remember a few days ago, I sent you a little letter with a picture of my little kitten. And I don't even know if you like cats, but you wrote back that she's very sweet and thank you. And that brought me a lot of joy. Thank you. Thank you for your Japa Sangha, your little tokens of appreciation and through online. Thank you. So I'll start the offering. My dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my prostrated obeisances unto your holy feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, our eternal guide. All glories to your service unto him. The day I'm writing this offering, September the 1st, it makes 43 years since I first moved into the temple. Madrid temple at the time, we didn't have New Braja Mandala yet, and chanted my 16 rounds for the first time. My former guru eventually left. So all I can say is that I'm made of your love, your compassion, your kindness, along with Srila Prabhupada's. In this society where false ego prevails, you always teach us, by your very own example, how to treat others, to see each and every soul, regardless of gender and birth. In your newsletter, we read year after year your glorification to Mother Archa Vigrahas on her disappearance, on her departure day, as well as Ramananda Prabhu and many other Vaishnavas. Every day, at every moment, you set a perfect example for seeing only the soul and see the service that the soul renders. So for us souls in ladies' bodies, it is very important to, under your kind guidance, we feel satisfied and being looked after, regardless whether we are or not married. So on this most auspicious day, the your 75th anniversary, I beg you to stay with us for many, many more years as Srila Prabhupada did. And though you love him and miss him in a way that we can't even imagine, but please stay with us. Your eternal doctor, Haribhakti Vilasas.
Hi, wonderful, beautiful. I want to stay with you.
Please. Okay.
Okay, Guru Maharaj. So I also wrote an offering for you. Actually, I feel very ashamed to read my offering because the offerings of my god brothers are so eloquent and so much workout. Mine is very simple, especially Rohini Nandan Prabhu's offering really show how much deep realization he's having and other devotees. So in Tenerife, we are really busy. Sometimes we have exact time just for sleeping a little bit and continue. By your mercy, devotees constantly tell me, from where do you get energy? We see you always active here, there, going there, kitchen, preaching, going out. Say, well, I always get mercy. From where? From you, Guru Maharaj. And from Krishna. That's the only way. And I hope I will continue having energy, although the body is getting older, so that we can continue with this transcendental nectar of serving in the front line of ISKCON. That is very, very exciting, always. So I have my offering here, dear Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your divine grace. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today, in the most auspicious day of your glorious appearance, Vyasa Puja, I meditate in your position as a perfect link to Srila Prabhupada and the Parampara. You are certainly an ocean of transcendental qualities, and from all of them, I choose your special quality of connecting us with Srila Prabhupada. Without this connection, we are lost. We have no hope and not real standing in the spiritual process. Srila Prabhupada often compared this connection to the one with the electric powerhouse. This is a quotation from Srila Prabhupada from the Bhajan and purport of Gauranga Bolite Have. Srila Prabhupada says, we have to acquire the spiritual strength. No amount of material strength can help me in advancement of spiritual life. We must derive the spiritual strength. Just like we have to take electricity from the powerhouse by directly connecting with the powerhouse. Not the wiring, no, but the electricity. Similarly, this disciplic succession means the strength in descending. The strength is descending from the original person through the spiritual master. That is the idea. We may have the best electric system with the most beautiful and expensive plugs, but everything is useless without the proper connection to the powerhouse. Today we celebrate this connection and how beautiful and special it is. A connection full of Srila Prabhupada's flavor. Every time we meet you, every time we hear you, we taste Srila Prabhupada in all his many aspects and moods. This flows naturally from your heart, just like sweet mango juice comes naturally from sweet Alfonso mangoes. Nothing else comes but Prabhupada. Prabhupada and only Prabhupada. So lucky we are, you give Prabhupada to us. Even many people who met Srila Prabhupada personally didn't get what you are giving us. Srila Prabhupada's intimate mood of devotion. Thank you very much for accepting this insignificant being and charge me with Srila Prabhupada's energy and mood. I just want and pray to be able to pass on this wealth to as many people as possible without any adulteration. Your significant, conductive servant, Patita Pavana Das. Hare Krishna. Yeah. We are not hearing you, Guru Maharaj.
Guru Maharaj, you're muted.
Yeah, I said wonderful, beautiful, and please do connect as many souls as possible to the powerhouse. Yeah, excellent.
Thank you.
I'm pleased with the service there.
Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj.
I agree.
Thank you, Patita Pawan Prabhu. Thank you so much for your beautiful presentation. And I want to apologize. Actually, we have missed out Goloka Prema Dasi from Switzerland. So I would request Mataji to please read her offering.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru.
Guru Charana Padma.
Jai Guru Maharaj. My dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your most auspicious appearance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, your worshipable Lord and Master. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Prabhupada Tipriya Girajaya Swamine Suvaktre Shastra Vikyaya Trida Sadhana Shamine Radha Rasa Viharipyam Bhaktivyas Chatmadahine. First of all, I would like to express my deep gratitude to His Holiness Indradumna Swami, by whose mercy we received these beautiful pranam mantras, which so perfectly describe your sublime qualities. Whenever we recite them, we can meditate on your exceptional service to Shri Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. My heart rejoices as we gather here in a mood of gratitude and appreciation. Witnessing the outpour of love of each devotee is so purifying, and it always deepens the love we all share for you, dear Guru Maharaj. It is always a challenge to find the appropriate words to glorify you, Guru Maharaj. So this time I decided to quote your own words from one of your recent lectures. No one is more expert than you in glorifying the spiritual master. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:2-31. Swayam samutirya sudushtaram yuman, bhavarnavam viman adabra sorida, bhavat padam varuha navam atrate, nija yata sad anugraho bhavan. Translation. O Lord, who resembles the shining sun, you're always ready to fulfill the desire of your devotee, and therefore you're known as a desire tree, Panchakalpataru. When acharyas completely take shelter under your lotus feet in order to cross the fierce ocean of nations, they leave behind the method by which they cross. And because you're very merciful to your other devotees, you accept this method to help them. In his purport, Srila Prabhupada quotes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his teachings to Srila Rupa Goswami. Madhya Lila Sisi Madhya 19:151. Brahmananda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasada Bhaya Bhakti Lata Bija. One can achieve the seed of Bhakti Lata, devotional service, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. The duty of the Guru is to find the means according to the time,
the circumstances, and the candidate by which one can be induced to render devotional service, which Krishna accepts from a candidate who wants to be successful in going back home, back to Godhead. This verse perfectly describes Srila Prabhupada, who found the perfect way to engage thousands of candidates in the service of Krishna, according to the time and the circumstances. Srila Prabhupada also recognized you, Guru Maharaj, as a sincere candidate, and thus engaged you so expertly that soon you became one of the most prominent leading devotees in our society. As a sincere disciple, you are equally able to engage everyone in the same way. Guru Maharaj, from the beginning, you knew exactly how to engage me in devotional service. Under your expert guidance, I was able to engage my material qualities in Krishna's service. I pray that by your mercy, Krishna will be inclined to accept such insignificant service. In your class, you further explained that Srila Prabhupada wanted us to relish Krishna consciousness and share it with others. In this regard, you quoted Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, who said that the best Gosti Anandi is a Bhajananandi that preaches. A Gosti Anandi takes pleasure in preaching, and the Bhajananandi takes pleasure in his own spiritual practices. Guru Maharaj, you are a perfect Gosti Anandi, as you're constantly engaged in preaching. You preach your example, your lectures, and your books. At the same time, sorry, Guru Maharaj. At the same time, you are a perfect Bhajananandi, as you are fully absorbed in your own spiritual practices. We are all witness of your deep knowledge of Shastras and your unwavering attachment to the holy name. No doubt, your spiritual practices bring you great joy, as we can perceive such joy when we chant and hear in your association. In your lecture, you explain how Srila Prabhupada left us so many books, by which he gave us the method to cross over the ocean of the material world. You mentioned how His Holiness Gaur Govinda Maharaj said that Srila Prabhupada's books are like an ocean, and they are filled with gems. But in order to get the gems, one has to go deep into the ocean. Guru Maharaj, you're so expert in diving deep into the ocean of Srila Prabhupada's books and extract the precious gems in order to share them with others. Following Srila Prabhupada so faithfully, you are also giving us the treasure of your books, which teach us the method to become his devoted followers. I have no doubt, Guru Maharaj, that by your mercy, following the method given by Srila Prabhupada, we can all go back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Srila Giriraj Maharaj ki. I beg to be eternally engaged in the service of your lotus feet. Your humble servant, Guru Charana Padma Devi Dasi.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's like they say the fruit becomes more relishable when it's touched by the beaks of the sukha, the parrot. So my words became more relishable coming from you. Yes. Very nice. Thank you.
You very much. So your words, Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you so much, Guru Charana Padma Mataji. Thank you. Now we go to our final destination, Portugal. And I request Sundar Nandan Prabhu. He's our next moderator.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, let's set our humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, and we are so happy to be with you. Happy Vyasa Puja. We want to start with Maharani because she has to leave, but I asked her to stay. And she's here ready to speak. So Maharani is our mother, a pillar of our Lisbon community and the mother of us all. So Maharani, please speak. Nityananda, maybe you can have Maharani speak on your Zoom account, because
Maharani is not here. He left a message to Guru Maharaj on the chat.
Okay. Okay.
She left because she's helping distribute the food for the homeless people with Eva.
Okay, thank you. So we have many devotees in Portugal. Some of them have chosen to send you directly their offerings, and some of them are here, and they asked that they will send their offerings to you, like Gopal Priya, Bhakti Marcia, Radha Govinda Prabhu, Luis Felipe also. So now we'll start with the devotees from Lisbon. ISKCON Lisbon is here for 45 years, but inspired and desiring to please you, and Srila Prabhupada, 1.5 years ago, Nityananda Prabhu, Devaki, myself, Nikunjan, a group of devotees came to Lisbon to serve you and Srila Prabhupada. So I will start with a video of some of the activities of the ISKCON Lisbon.
O he Vaishnava Thakur Daya Rasa Guru Ye Dasi Karuna Kori Vaishnava Thakur Daya Rasa Guru Ye Dasi Karuna Kori Vaishnava Thakur Daya Rasa Guru Ye Dasi Karuna Kori Diya Pad Chaya Shodha Hai Amar Diya Pad Chaya Shodha Hai Amar Tumara Charana Dhore Vaishnava Thakur Daya Rasa Guru Ye Dasi Karuna Kori Chaya Begodami Chaya Dosha Shodhi Chaya Guna Dehodasi Chaya Begodami Chaya Dosha Shodhi Chaya Guna Dehodasi Chaya Satsanga Deho Hai Amar Chaya Satsanga Deho Hai Amar Boschi Sangida Se Ye Kaki Amar Nahi Paye Bo Hare Namo Sankirtane Ye Kaki Amar Nahi Paye Bo Hare Namo Sankirtane Tumi Kripa Kori Shraddha Bindu Diya Tumi Kripa Kori Shraddha Bindu Diya Deho Krishna Namadhane Krishna se tuma Krishna dite paro Tumara Shakti Ache
Hare Krishna. As due to your inspiration and our desire to please you, that everything makes itself possible by your grace, by your mercy. So I'll start with Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is the oldest Portuguese devotee, initiated, joined in 78, and he's always been very dedicated to Krishna consciousness. And he is, I will say, he is one of the biggest book distributors in Spain and Portugal. And despite his health, he decided to commit to this project, to this ISKCON Lisbon project that we are all engaged. And he accepted this project as his own. And we are very fortunate that he's with us. And we'll ask Nityananda Prabhu to speak. Nityananda Prabhu, please unmute and speak. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, all the Vaishnavas, please accept my most humble obeisances. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Prabhupada Priya Shri Giriraj Swamine, Subhaktri Shastra Vigyaya Yasa Sarane, Radharasa Bihari Bhyam Bhakti Vyasat Madayane, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tamamine, Vancha Kalpataru Vyascha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha, Titanam Pavanai Vaishnavi Namo Namaha. We are here in the middle of the Sunday feast. Sorry, sometimes I have to go. And very nice. First of all, Guru Maharaj, I would like to, I just came from Italy 3 or 4 days ago, and I was blessed to be with His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Said, please send my humble and respectful obeisances to Giriraj Swami Maharaj. So I'm delivering his wishes and message to you right now. we went to this, one of the demonstrators, Bhakti Vittoria, got initiated, Raja Gaurangi Devidashi, and also a Brahmacharya that lives here, Portuguese one, João, got the Pranam Mantra from Radhanath Swami Maharaj also, so we're very happy, and we got some special embrace also from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, which is always full of energy. We have really become purified just by Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances. It is a most auspicious event of your holy appearance. I can understand by your activities and level of surrender to Srila Prabhupada that you came to this world to help Lord Chaitanya's mission in spreading the holy name around the globe. In doing so, your unalloyed service to Srila Prabhupada, you came to Portugal and Spain, and I had the great fortune of meeting you. From the very beginning, I could perceive that you were very determined in your Krishna consciousness activities, and that you were giving all the credit of the result of your activities to Srila Prabhupada. That impressed me a lot. I wanted to be like you and to learn from you the ways and means of being a happy and peaceful surrendered soul like yourself. After so many years of trying, dear spiritual master, I am still a disaster. With no words of my own to describe my situation, I take shelter of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's song, Gurudev. First, just not all, but some parts. Gurudev, by a drop of your mercy, make this servant of yours more humble than a blade of grass. Then stanza 2, O Lord and Master, invest me with the power to properly honor all living beings. And stanza 4, when I examine myself, I find nothing of value. Your mercy is therefore essential to me. Still, I have inside of me that little hope that one day I can be a true representative of your divine grace. All glories to your holy appearance day. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I remain your eternal servant, Nityananda Das. Hare Krishna. I made it. I didn't cry, Guru Maharaj. So it was
beautiful offering, wonderful offering. Yeah. May Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu will be going to India and will be with you soon also. Next, we have a special guest here in Lisbon, which is Ananga Manjari Devidashi, Nikunja's mother. And with her attitude of service and pleasing, she's been enlivening all our congregation, and devotees already love her, and especially her cooking. So she wants to say a few words.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, it's wonderful to see you. I'm so happy to see you. And this is my house. Hope you come to South Africa. Okay. Dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I am so unqualified and incapable to express my gratitude to you for everything that you have done for us during the past year. At any time of the day and night, you made yourself available to counsel, guide, instruct, and motivate us in our struggles and despair. Such is your compassion and selfless love. You are ever ready to pray for us and give us shelter. Taking shelter of your lotus feet towards fearlessness. Just for a moment's association with you, we feel relieved from material disturbances, and our hearts are flooded with hope and strength to overcome our challenges. The Srimad Bhagavatam emphasizes that just by a moment's association with a pure devotee, one can achieve the perfection of life. Even a moment's association with a pure devotee cannot be compared to be transferred to the heavenly planets or even merging into the Brahman effulgence in complete liberation. For living entities who are destined to give up the body and die, association with the pure devotee is the highest benediction. Therefore, I'm extremely grateful to you, Maharaj, for readily giving me your association and guidance through your lectures, writing, and personal interactions. I feel greatly fortunate to have you in my life. I always see my Guru Maharaj in you, because you both were and are very dear to each other and to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Maharaj, for your boundless love and compassion. Please always keep me sheltered under your lotus feet. Your grateful servant, Ananga Manjari Dasi.
Hi, that was beautiful. Yeah, it's an honor for me to be able to serve you and serve your Guru Maharaj and be associated with your Guru Maharaj in your mind. And yeah, congratulations for your completing 192 rounds on Haridas Thakur's disappearance day, following in his footsteps. It's a wonderful achievement.
Thank you, Madam. It's all through your mercy and blessings.
Yeah, I'm sure the whole yatra has been purified and inspired by your presence.
Thanks.
Yeah, I saw you in a lot of the pictures. You're also cooking.
Yes, Madam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to cook. Thank you. Thank you for all your help and your guidance.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Madam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Ananga Manjari. I'll read my offering. Hare Krishna. Lord Krishna states in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi Sanivishto. I'm seated in everyone's heart. His being in our heart is our good fortune. And His grace and mercy to lovingly take us back to where we really belong, together in His loving service. But Lord Krishna is never alone. He's always with His associates, devotees, and the spiritual master. But although they are there, who or what really occupies my heart? Who do I keep in my heart? This means, who or what am I thinking of during the day? Who do I take shelter of? Who or where do I trust and go for direction, advice, knowledge, and support? Who do I really love, care for, and offer my life in service? Who do I go to learn about Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada's moods and teachings? In other words, who and what really occupies my heart? One way to know this is if we really want to please that person above everything else, to know his activities and words, to be willing to do anything beyond my own desires, needs, and wants. He is that person from whom we can do anything and go anywhere, whom we can follow without a second thought, whom we can live without, whom we cannot live without, for whom we can cross mountains and sing poetry, although not qualified, or whom we depend on and take shelter of. I will say that that person really occupies our heart. From the time I first met you in Lisbon, where you came to help the yatra and the devotees in difficulty, kindly listening, caring, and guiding them, and then later, when you instructed me to go to Mauritius and under your loving care, you introduced me to our worldwide loving God family who keep you in their heart. You also entered and occupied my heart, and since then your presence is growing more and more. Although my heart was and is not a suitable place for you, I'm working hard to make it better so that you can stay permanently and occupy it fully. I pray that despite all my shortcomings, you kindly continue showering your grace and mercy upon this aspiring, loving soul. Thank you very much, your significant servant, Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, beautiful, wonderful.
Hare Krishna. It's yours by your mercy. Now I'll pass to Nikunja Vilasini Devidashi, who is here to present her offering.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your divine grace, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for giving your time to be with us today. After watching the Vyasa Puja celebration yesterday, we just can't stop hankering to be with you more and more, and we really miss you a lot. This year's Vyasa Puja offering, I composed while we were at the beach for summer holidays in the south of Lisbon, in the south of Portugal, in the Algarve, and just meditating on the ocean, the most beautiful exotic beaches with bluish, greenish water, translucent water. I was just meditating on your wonderful qualities. So I did a video which is accompanied by the pictures from Algarve as a tribute to you. So please accept it as my humble offering. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Prabhupadati Priya Shri Girirajaya Swamini Suvaktre Shastra Vigyaya Dridha Sadhana Shaline Radha Rasa Bihari Bhyam Bhakti Bhyascha Mataini. Dazzling diamonds on hues of green and blue, the ocean shimmers in the sunlight with the hypnotic calmness, still and serene, healing our souls, a wondrous sight. O Gurudev, your radiance, your oceanic smile, your calming presence makes everything fine. Seagulls swoop to the ocean's embrace, where they are sustained and nourished. Dolphins, fish, sea creatures of every kind, in the ocean sanctuary they flourish. O Gurudev, our divine sustainer and protector, You give us real life, purpose and shelter. The ocean's tide ebbs and swells in a steady rhythm, relentless. No matter the storm or disaster, its course is powerful and endless. O Gurudev, such is your love and compassion that never fail us, no matter our position. The ocean's power is undefeated. A boat on its waves is at its mercy. Yet it is gentle and soft and still, carrying the earth's burdens happily. O Gurudev, you are stern and serious when necessary, yet you carry our burdens and troubles in humility. As I swim in the soft waves, they caress my body and mind. My worries and stress melt away. I let go and surrender, and peace I find. O Gurudev, when I trust your guidance and take solace in your foresight, you give us strength and joyous comfort in Krishna's love and light. How can we understand the magnificent ocean?
Wonderful.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, I really like the connection between your ocean and my ocean, or our ocean. Yeah, very nice offering.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So I want to thank you for the time you are with us. And at the same time also thank Emma Gori, Nikunja and the team that organized this program. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. I'll pass to Emma Gori, Prabhu, please.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for giving us your valuable time. Would you like to give your final words to all of us?
Well, I was very happy to be in your association and hear your kind offerings and beautiful remembrances. I won't really be able to speak much now because I have quite a full day here. It's my last day in Houston and I'll be giving initiations. So I do need to move along, but yeah, it was wonderful being in your company and hearing from you, hearing your kind appreciations and learning more about your excellent service. And yeah, I think maybe we'll just end now with Vaishnava Pranam. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who are just like desire trees who can fulfill the desires of everyone and are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vanchakalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
We can all unmute and say Haribo. Haribo, Haribo.
Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Haribo. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks to all of you.
Maharaj. Come, Vrindavan. You also come. Thank you.
Guru Maharaj, thank you for your big association. I have butterflies in my stomach because I will be with you very soon. I pray to allow me to do some service for you, please.
Yes.
Don't leave me the last in the queue.
Yes. So Guru Maharaj, we look forward to seeing you in Vrindavan soon.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. So will you end or should I leave?
We cannot close down as long as you're there, Maharaj. So we thank you for the wonderful time, wonderful evening that we have with you. And thanks to you. So we got to hear so many elevated vibes pouring out from their hearts. So thank you for giving us this opportunity.
It was very nice. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Hare Krishna. Jai. Prabhupada.
Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Emma Gauri. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for
Thank you, Lord
organizing.
Bihari. Thank you,
Hare
Vinod
Krishna.
Hare
Bihari.
Krishna. Thank you.
Ananda. Hare Krishna.